All right, so here in this video, we're going to talk about adding polynomials. It's kind of similar to the idea of a systems of equations, but not really because we don't really have an equal sign. We just have expressions here, okay? Now, it says a researcher studied the number of overnight stays in the U.S. National Park Service campgrounds and in the back country of the National Park System over a 5-year period. All right, the researcher models the results in thousands with the following polynomials. Okay, so the campgrounds is negative 7.1x squared minus 180x plus 5,800. And then in the back country, we have this polynomial. And in each polynomial, x is equal to 0, which corresponds to the first year in the 5-year period. We want to know what polynomial models the total number of overnight stays in both sites. So that means that we're going to add these two together. So the way that we're going to just set this up is we're going to simply, we know that the overnight stays in the campgrounds is this polynomial, and we know that the overnight stays in the backcountry are this polynomial. And what we need is a polynomial for the total number of stays in campgrounds and backcountry. So the word both implies addition, so we're going to add the two polynomials to represent the total. So we're going to simply take negative 7.1x squared minus 180x plus 5,800. And then we're going to set that over. We're going to add, we have 21x squared minus 140x plus 1900. And we're just going to add those two equations. Just like we're adding, we're just adding like 2 plus 2 or 24 plus 24. So, and I'm placing them, now notice here, one thing I want you to pay attention to, I'm combining like terms. So my constants, my monomials that have a degree of 0, they're on top of each other. So 5,800 over 1,900. So 58 plus 1,900, that will give me a total of 7,700, and it's positive, so I'm adding. Then we have the monomials to a degree of 1. So we have negative 180 minus 140. That will give us a total of negative 320x. Then we have our degrees of monomials that are degree of to the second power. So I have negative 7.1 plus 21. That will give me a positive 13.9x squared. Okay, so that is my final answer. So the monomial, the polynomial, polynomial that models our expressions, the number of stays at both campgrounds and backcountry over a 5-year period is going to be 13.9x squared minus 320x plus 770, and that is a quadratic trinomial. Okay, now in the next one, we're going to be talking about subtracting. So, and we're just, it's frankly telling us to subtract. So we're saying negative 3x squared plus 5x minus, in parentheses. Now, here's an important comment that I want to make. This is essentially like a minus 1 in front. So I need to distribute. That's like saying the same thing as saying negative 3x squared plus 5x, in parentheses, plus minus 1 times 5x squared plus 3x minus 12. So I'm going to distribute that negative 1 to all the terms inside the parentheses. Okay, so this is going to give us negative 3x squared plus 5x plus negative 1 times, so let me do this. So negative 1 times 5x squared is going to give us negative 5x squared. Whoops. And then that's going to give us negative 1 times negative 3x will give us negative 3x. And then negative 1 times negative 12 will give us positive 12. All right. Now, there's a couple ways that you could have done it. You could have just put it underneath the other one, but to me, I think that this is going to be the easiest way to do this because this is how it's going to look when you get into the future with factoring. So now I'm going to just order and combine this in terms of like terms. So I'm going to say negative 5x squared minus 3x squared in terms of the degree of the polynomials plus 5x minus 3x plus 12. Okay, now I'm going to combine like terms. I have like terms here. I have negative 5x squared and negative 3x squared. That will give me negative 2x squared. Then I have plus 5x minus 3x. So then that's going to give me plus 2x. And then that's going to give me plus 12 because there's no other like terms like that. So my final trinomial, quadratic trinomial, is going to be negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 12. All right, that is our finalist one. Now again, I'm going to look at problems 1 through 8. And I'm going to do that in the next video for some example problems. All right, see you then.